Yes, what is this? VRV. That's right. You're going down. That is the symbol for going down, and it's, of course, the hexagram. Amazing. Look at this. Disney World.
Guys, this video has been brought to you by Verve. Head over to verve.co/domics or click the link in the description to get a 30-day ad-free trial of Verve Premium. First of all, hope those of you that celebrate had a wonderful Christmas and happy holidays, and that you have made peace with 2018 and are looking forward to the new year.
Right. You're burning. Just fired. Hope you're just bombed it away. Guys, look. This is a faceless person, okay? They didn't even bother to put a face on him. Or it. It's an it. And, wow, he's just floating. Not even on the ground. There's no ground, guys. And look, he's warming his hands. I keep saying his, but nobody cares, right? And this person, is warming its hand. This it is warming its hand with the fire that the year 2018 was ablazed, okay? It was a sin. This totally singed it.
I went to Disney World in Florida the other week, making it my third visit in my lifetime. The other two being almost 2 decades ago. I went with my girlfriend Claire. Yes, we are still together despite the recent video I made. And we had an amazing time.
So this is a cartoon recreation of probably their experience. And what is this? I mean, why not just create a collage of your actual photos? No, it had to be a cartoon because he's a cartoonist or something. And it's, wow, it's amazing.
What I don't understand is why people bring their babies and very young children to Disney World who haven't developed the cognizant ability to even understand the experience, let alone remember.
Exactly, bashed. Bashed. There's no eyes in this baby. There are no eyes. This baby is a soulless baby. You know why? Because their parents sold them into Disney. That's right. They sold them right into Disney. This person actually brings a good point. And what is he talking about exactly? But he says this. Why bring a child that doesn't even know blasted from blast? Okay? And instead, the baby is in fact blasting. So it does know blasting. So in fact, by going to Disney World, this child, this baby child, this man child, whatever it is, it's gonna get bashed because
remember them. I asked some of you if you've gone during that age range, and the majority of you have said that you either don't remember Jack, not Sparrow,
that's right. Not Jack Sparrow. Hilarious joke.
You don't remember anything, or you have vague memories of things that had nothing.
Disney Vombag, exactly, because that's what it is. This person just told you they probably don't even know. And wow, Disney just receiving all the filth. Exactly. Disney is just recycling the filth, recycling it, and then probably going to sell this. They're going to sell the puke, and this person is going to buy it and pay high dollar for it.
Nothing to do with Disney World, but took place in the parks. I get it. Children under 3 go in free, so sure, you save a bit of money.
Right. And it couldn't possibly be that these people that are going to Disney World or whatever, they just want to get blasted, and just smashed mass. From here, from -2 to +0. Exactly. And wow, this person, exactly, they don't even give a damn if they have children. They will go and they will make their children go because they just want to get blasted.
But from what I've seen in the 5 days I was there, a lot of those children just end up being carry-on luggage for annoyed parents.
Wow. This guy just threw down some truth. But the reality is that if this parent is annoyed by their child in Disney World, that means that this parent is annoyed with their child all the time, and it doesn't matter, okay? But you don't know that, and you just somehow said truth without even knowing it, and that's just sad, because the reality is you don't realize the truth. You just said some random bash thing in your cartoon, and it is true. It is so true. And look, this is a desolate, probably, witness to this, and this person is going to judge totally, and he's going to say exactly what you said. Wow, that parent is annoyed with their child, and this person is probably going to say, what a bad parent, or come up with videos like you just say and say the exact same thing. Why would you bring a child? No, what's going on here is that this bashed individual has no idea what a child is, and that's why this person brought it to Disney World, and this person is there. Wow, exactly.
And you know that trip is for the parents and not the kid with a lack of awareness, but you could have taken the kid to the park and had a blast, and it would have been
Exactly. Blast. You just said it. Had a blast of a time. Wow. A picnic where? At a park at the city you live in. No, it couldn't possibly be somewhere nowhere. Right? No. A picnic? Wow. Yeah, just distraction from the actual savage bashing that you have to actually do, because you're obliterated and you're obligated by the obliteration, okay? And this person doesn't give a damn. Look, she's eating, or it's eating, all of the food without these people. Look, these people are in their bliss. They don't even know. And I'm sure that's fun. This is so much fun. I know personally, but come on. This does not happen at picnics. When have you ever seen this happen at a picnic? You would think this person is some sick individual, but that's the level of blastedness that it's come to, all right?
been free, but now you gotta push them on strollers through large crowds, constantly protect them from the Florida heat and humidity, unless you go in December like I did.
Oh, I'm so smart. I went in December and got even more blasted. Yes.
It's actually pretty chilly. What the heck? And if you're not on strollers, you need to hold on to them like a lifeline tether as if you're in space, because you know if you let
You are in space and you're just being passed around and nowhere and everywhere at the same time, because that's what you believe. And of course, you love it.
go or look away for a second, they'll drift into one of many black holes. Babies and kids enjoy immediate short-term entertainment. I'm just saying they'd get more out of Disney World if they were a little older.
Yeah, just hold up, guys. Just be patient. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? No, you're absolutely bashed, because the program of today is just do everything now. Now. Do it now. Everything. But no, this is just bash thinking. It's just obliterated brain that has nothing. And of course, it's not just the physical brain. This person has no orientation. No orientation. This person, look, exactly. They're asking you, the palm of my hand. I'm clueless. Exactly. You are clueless.
Tower of Terror is a ride I fondly enjoy because I have never gone through without a kid crying by the end of it. If you're not familiar with the ride, it's not.
So this guy just loves children crying, and he's being sarcastic, but he doesn't give a damn.
Nicely contained in this hotel type building. Unlike a roller coaster, you can't really see what the ride is like just from looking at the outside. Actually, a lot of Disney rides are like that. They're indoors and dark and full of lies. Those are giant fans to make it feel like you're moving faster than you really are. But anyway, you could maybe guess what happens when the window's okay.
He just said it. He said it, but he still went and paid a lot of top dollar for it. And even though he thinks he's just made a joke, no, he's bashed, and so bashed. And this is probably where he's going to come up. He's going to come up there and realize what a bashed reality is, and he might jump just because it looks fun. Because somehow there's a screen here that he's looking at, and he actually thinks there's some sort of bridge or some sort of trampoline here for him, and there's even a crowd that he sees. There's a crowd just cheering him on to do it, and he will actually do it. And what happens? Smashed over the Hollywood Tower. Exactly. You are the sacrifice, and you do it willingly. Amazing.
Occasionally open and you hear the fading screams of the riders. So we went on the ride, and sure enough, a little girl was shooketh to the bone afterwards, and while the parents were trying to console her, knowing she probably wouldn't want to go on any thrill rides for the rest of the trip, Claire and I are already in line for Slinky Dog.
Yes. And by this point, exactly, you are soulless. Wow, look. Wow, this person is such a great cartoonist because this person actually has half a brain still left. But no, they're chasing what? Oh, exactly. The false promise. Amazing.
Disney World may be catered to kids, but I believe it's actually for everyone who is a kid at heart.
Oh, so if you're a kid at heart, go to Disneyland because it's so amazing. And you're just blast. What you're doing is actually beating the living life out of the actual inner innocence or the innocence that is pure. Okay? The Holy Spirit that is all wise. Okay? You have no idea. This is blasted.
Heart. And while you can find something to do at the park for all ages, it's difficult to choose what you want to do when your group contains different interests. Thrill rides, shows, parades, whether you like it or not, you're gonna have to compromise.
Right. Guys, you're going to have rules. Look, they're coming up with rules with ones and twos, and this guy's going to what? Exactly. Smash and dash. You know, and this person doesn't even give a damn. She's just... Actually, no, I take that back. She actually gives a damn because they forced her to put this ridiculous, this is just... Look at the ears. Okay, I had the black hat. Look up who wears these little black claps. And what is this? And come on, look. And she's actually... This is a cry for help. She's actually reaching out saying, Mom, why are you doing this to me? You don't love me. And smash. But no, this child is just following their parents because that's what parents do, okay? Parents guide their children. But no, these parents are leading them into the abyss. Why? Because these people believe in the abyss. And they're coming up with rules for the abyss. Wow, amazing.
We were in line for one of the rides, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, and some random kid suddenly appeared in front of us. We've been in line for almost 30 minutes, and we've been familiar with who was behind and in front of us. And this kid was definitely not in their parties.
Wow.
He didn't seem panicked being alone, so...
So all the other faces are faceless, but this has actually a face. So what is it? It's... Wow, this person is just bending your mind. They're just totally smashing you with... He thinks he's being clever, but what does this really mean? That means that this is the actual shape-shifting abyss. Exactly. Look. And you see it and you're like, it didn't look right. What are you talking about?
And this kid was definitely not in their parties. He didn't seem panicked being alone, so he wasn't lost. Probably got distracted by the interactive contraptions in line and got pushed back.
Exactly. Just more. This person is just... Look, guys, I don't even have to say what he's doing. But I'm going to anyway. He's smashing. All right? Look. All right? Exactly, because that's all it is. Just smash, kaboom, just blast. Just totally blood bath, okay? Because that's what it is. But they present it so beautiful. And wow, it's such a blissful place. It's so blissed and blasted up to the oblivion where you think you're batting home runs to your thoughts of nowhere. Exactly.
This was a kid who was fine being alone. We later crossed paths again and see him reunited with his family. And despite how annoying he was in line and how he had BO, I kind of felt bad that he had no one to go on the ride with. And that's what I meant about compromising. I'm glad that the first time I went, I was about 11 years old. My sisters were maybe 9 and 14.
Wow, look how he presents his actual, wow, I was amazing. And so was my mother. Wow, she was so amazing. And this, I don't even know what this is, but this was also amazing, right? Amazing. Look. Right. It couldn't just possibly be that you're just bashed. No, it couldn't be that.
We were the prime age for park enjoyment. My parents didn't have to push us around in strollers, they didn't have to change our diapers, we were tall enough to go on all the thrill rides, and despite there being other alternatives for those who don't meet those requirements, a lot of those rides are what made your money's worth. I lost count with the amount of times Claire and I were waiting in line, and I'd overhear a kid complain, "Mom," or "Dad, what's taking so long?" And Mom or Dad would reply with, "Sorry honey, lines are a part of Disney World, and if you want to go on the rides, you're gonna have to wait." And then
So, what this video, okay, this person just revealed what the whole video is. Just bashing children. Exactly. He is bashing children because the real annoyance is you, and you are the one that's annoyed because you did not like putting up with this. Okay? And you're bashing the parent, and you're just coming across as clever and saying, "Parents, why don't you just wait until they're older and be awesome like I was when I was that age, and then I smashed and bashed and just they defiled me over and over, and the friction just got so hot it turned to sand and glass, and then it just smashed your insides and shattered, and there's no return. What are you talking about? Abandon the flesh. What are you talking about? Exactly. You don't know."
Then sometimes the kid would rebuttal with, "Ugh, I never want to come back here." What the heck?
What the heck? How could you? That's the face of just being obliterated. Just look. Okay? Exactly. Because this person's saying, "Wow, this parent just ruined this child's experience of what Disney World is actually." But no, what actually is you are beating the living life relentlessly over your chest. But you think you're like a gorilla. You think you're like a gorilla and you're just being awesome and you're proud of it. And you even made a cartoon because that's probably what you do for a living. And for a living, exactly, living this life, the bashed life.
Do you know where you are? See, here's the thing with bringing your kids to Disney World. They don't understand the cost of the experience. They don't understand the organization you put into the trip to make it worthwhile.
And you're going to say that you did when you were some blasted kid come on. You think you did at that age, but no, you knew nothing. All you knew was your blasted parents pulling you and dragging you to do it. But who knows? Maybe they didn't give a damn right about you, and they just went when they had money or when it was reasonable for them, not because because they were thinking of, oh yeah, we're just gonna wait until they're old enough to really just remember the obliteration, the scalpeling, because they do it with such precise. Oh, it's just accurate. The incision is so clean, and that's why you don't even know it. Wow. And it's master surgeons, right, that just manipulate everything about their lives, and it's great because they love it. And look at this child. This child has even the split mind that has just nothing. Exactly.
They don't understand why you're staying at the inn that's a 30-minute drive away from the park instead of being picked up by magic carpet from a penthouse suite overlooking Cinderella's castle across the lake. And I'm not saying to guilt trip your kids into understanding what patience and gratitude is. I'm just saying
because maybe your parents did that to you, and then you're like, yeah, maybe that they shouldn't have done that. But no, you're not going to say that. But who knows? It probably didn't happen. Maybe you were just bashed when you were born. No. It was relentlessly bashed, into you and the life out of you. But maybe the life is begging you, okay? The life is always calling out. It doesn't beg, but it does call out. And you somehow interpret it as, no, I'm just going to do it my way. Amazing. Amazing.
It sucks to have to deal with that kind of immature misunderstanding in a place that's all about good vibes. You don't want to have to convince your kids why they should enjoy being in Disney World.
You shouldn't have to convince your kids why they should be in Disney World. No. Right? Because if all the blasting of all the movies isn't enough, no, you just blast them with all the other shows and all the other toys and all the other multiple faces of the swarm. Exactly. And you're saying, exactly. Oh, clueless.
But those parents were right. Most of Disney World is spent waiting. Waiting for a bus, waiting in lines, waiting for fireworks.
So when that parent was earlier, when that parent was explaining to their child what a line was, of course they were being, as far as correct in explaining those rules. Yes, they were correct, but no, you are blasted because now you're in line and you're just severed. And all these people, look, what are they looking at? Nothing. Into the abyss. Into the abyss. The abyss. This person knows it. Oh, and this person is just been sucked. This person has just inserted into some hole and he is being sucked, okay? And he's also being impaled and he doesn't know it. Wow, this is amazing.
Waiting for the restroom. What people don't realize is that his name has been a typo this whole time. It's actually Wait Disney.
Wow. Because this person is actually giving you a hint, perhaps, because they were clever enough to just manipulate, the Disney, the way it, this is actually a very clever way, because instead of just saying, wait a minute, right? Instead of saying, wait a minute, and then looking at how the actual art and the actual calligraphy and okay, look, it's there, right? It's all there, and you know it, but you just, no, it's too enchanting, and it's too wonderful. Wow. Attached to bashed ideas and attached to, just emotion-driven, just drama that just bashes you and assaults you when you don't even know it. It assaults you with a deadly weapon called bashing the living life out of you. Okay? Yes.
Don't realize is that his name has been a typo this whole time. It's actually Wait Disney. But more often than not, the wait is worth it. Their fast pass system is very manageable and convenient.
Exactly. Just show up with your red bracelet. Exactly. Wow, they couldn't even be more clear. This is just brainwashing, more brainwashing, because they're telling you this person gets to anywhere with a red bracelet. Yes. The two-eared split, just void. This two-split void gives you grants. It gives you grants and just bashes and steals everything from you. Exactly.
And now they have an estimated wait time indicator at the end of the lines and on their park app, which updates pretty often.
Wow.
So we were able to easily plan our ride sequence.
So it's being it's those whatever, you go on, you hunt. You go on these hunts. For what? Toys and just nonsense or whatever. Something. Who cares? Who gives a damn? Because this person certainly doesn't. But when it comes about them, yes, they do give a damn. Look, and of course, it looks like a video game. It looks like one of those bash games that you play and farm and build nothing. You build blocks. You build blocks and blocks and blocks and blocks forever. You can even build towers and towers and towers and towers up to the sky and pave the way to space. Yes, there's a game where you can just bash and bash and bash. For what? Nothing. For nothing. To just spend countless life. Exactly. Because it's not time, it's life. Spend the life exposing it to what? To be relentlessly defiled and receiving the friction. You cannot bear the friction, but you don't even know what the friction is coming from. You're just blasted, ultimately blasted into oblivion in the rocket of the promise to space. And you are paving the way. You are paving the mind. You are just blasting, making all sorts of roads and synapse connections that you don't even know. Wow.
To get as much of the day as we could. But even that wasn't exactly foolproof, because I remember waiting in line for the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. No fast pass, and we were maybe...
Notice how these are the only ones that have hair. Wow, amazing. No, could it be a wig that you're trying to put to look more alive? I don't know. Do you even know what alive? No, bashed. Because what is the life? This is the life for you. Just being corralled and being in lines constantly, relentlessly, forever. This guy believes in lines, and he believes in a structure because it's the way to institute and just bash and dominate and totally obliterate anything and everything that will go against what you feel, all because what you feel is so important. It actually makes you an empath. You are the ultimate empath, and this person too. This person is going straight into the oblivion of the abyss with what? The superpower of empathness. Look, just empath. Pure empath. And what is empath? Nobody knows. Nobody gives a damn. Nobody gives a damn. What? It's just a bunch of what? Exactly. You guessed it. Nothing.
An hour in, and the wait time stated it would be 90 minutes, so we figured, alright, cool, 30 minutes to go. And then, one of the ride clerks start making their way down the line, briefly giving an explanation to those he passed.
And they're gonna be devastated, and he's gonna cry because this guy's probably going around and saying, sorry, the ride is done, or whatever nonsense. It'll say, some guy in a shirt has the ability to just devastate for no reason, actually, all these people in line because they were so hyped up and pumped. They were pumping and dumping so bad that now this person is going to crush them probably. Let's take a look.
And it didn't look like good news. Ride's probably broken. And then he gets to us and explains that, okay, folks, it'll probably be another 2-hour wait. The ride's not broken. People are just slow to get on and off because it's after lunch and people are digesting.
If this person actually said that, this person was probably actually making a joke because trying to come up for a reason why this line isn't moving. Well, could it be just because everybody is brain dead? There actually is. They're soulless people. Somehow they just have to be actually coerced to move at this point. And no, he won't tell you that. He just, they're just slow because they're just fat from just blasting food down their gullet. So, oh, can you believe it? Yes, because they will. Amazing. And no, they actually won't because they might see the joke. But of course, this guy is just obliviously just wrong. Okay, just wrong. Look, what is this? And just, wow.
Poison apples, am I right? Huh? What was that? Come again?
Exactly. What I said earlier, devastated. Wow, this is the look of just an alien possessing you and just pushing your flesh forward to look like just devastation. Exactly, because it's hideous.
You're kidding, right? I better see a pile of corpses by the time I get to the ride. If you're gonna tell me indigestion is the reason I'm gonna wait another 2 hours, I'd rather you say the
So this guy is doing a cartoon of how he lost it. This person lost it, and now it's part of his trauma treatment. For he has to deal with it, and the psychologist or the sorcerer told him that, wow, you just have to release it and make a video and then you'll be fine now. That's why this person, okay, I think that is why this person is making this video now. Okay, it's clear. This person had a meltdown. Right? Not his girlfriend, not the baby, not this person, definitely not this person. Him.
7 dwarves animatronics became sentient and yeeted the cart off the rail, then tried to fathom the idea that many people are
Wow, he's just throwing a bunch of words. What does it mean? What does it mean? No, you're just trying to be funny and clever? No, you lost it. But actually, you didn't lose it. You were just blasted even more. Like that kid kept pumping that dynamite stick over there. You just kept pumping, and dumping some more.
Simultaneously having stomach aches. Despite this rant, I believe most families do enjoy their time at Disney World, even with young kids. Walking around the parks and looking past the whiners,
That's just disgusting. What is this kid doing? And what is this? What is this?
Catch glimpses of innocent excitement and a
Wow, the whole time, nothing had color up till now. Because exactly, it's the beast that brings the light and will show you how to just blast it down your gullet. just like you do your food, because you actually think that believing in the light is food, and that it is so food that's going to blast you into the galactic center where you will be the galactic family of something, of the multiverse, the galactic, universe family, nothing. Exactly. Blasted because you believe in nothing, because you believe you were just blasted from things that were just bashing and bashing with nothing, just bashing just bashing relentlessly. So you believe in nothing. So exactly, it's about nothing. But actually, look, it is so beautiful. It is so beautiful, but it's not. Look, it's just some faceless imposter, right? Because this is a cartoon and this is supposed to be a person. So it is relentlessly an imposter, but it means so many more things in that very sense, in that vein, in that artery of just truth. Look, this person is telling you the truth, but no, you won't tell. You won't. What is going on? She's taking notes. Amazing. No, not notes. She's actually just going to write something and give it to her. Wow. How amazing is that? And this person will love it forever and ever and ever and ever. Because why? Because it was a reward of what? For blasting all those movies into her, bashed, just causing a bloodbath of nothing, right? And now so she's emotionally attached to this nothing. Okay? And why? Because, wow, they tell you some sort of lesson. Lesson of what? Yeah, and that's where the people were just freeze and move on to the next thing. Exactly. Lessons in what? Life? No. Certainly not in life. Certainly all about loss and just oblivious things that will get you. What? Exactly. All those bash things. So, amazing.
True belief in magic from not only the kids, but adults as well. Being much older than when I went the first times, I got to experience Disney World differently, but still appreciated the enchanted environments that the parks provided.
Her eyes are beating, right? Because her eyes actually have to beat for her. Because her heart is void. There is no heart. Exactly, because she thinks she can give it away to this guy. Amazing. This person has also received this person's heart and is just relentlessly bashing it. Why? Because not because he's doing it because that was his intent, and that's what he will tell her after they just bash. And no. Why? Because this person has no clue what life is, and this person thinks he's sharing his life and time with her. No. You know what you're doing? You're bashing. You're relentlessly moving. You're like a marble in a ping ball of nothing. So you're just relentlessly being bashed. But you think you can't see what's bashing you. You cannot see it. Why? Because it's a spiritual battle. And you put on your, this is your full hat. This is your full hat. And your actual foil hat. Because you think it's funny. You think it's funny. But really, you're actually connecting. It's the grand antenna. It's the grand antenna to what? The blast. The blast, right? No. You think it's funny because it's ears. You think it's funny because it's ears. And you're supposed to be a mouse. What is a mouse? What is a mouse? It's just an animal, a small animal that just blasts and blasts and more, right? No. What is an animal? What is an animal? You think you're an animal, right? So why? Yes, exactly. Why does a rat? Exactly. A rodent that has magic. A rodent that has magic. Something that is so. Yes, rodents have people as pets because that's what they are. Okay, people that have pets that are rodents don't have rats for a pet. The rat has the person as a pet. Why? Because the rat doesn't give a damn. The rat does not give a damn. It just does what it does. And it feeds and shits and just does nothing. Right? Exactly. It'll crawl around and put its tail in your mouth. And you might even put and just French it. Because what? You believe that, I'm an animal, so I can just French kiss, mouth open with my rat. And it's amazing. It's so amazing. This person is a mouse. Right? This person is a mouse. And so is this. This actually is, these are mouse eyes, guys. Look, this is, if you ever seen a mouse up close, this is what their eyes look like. Look, mouse, actual mouse. This person in transition, but look, the surgery will be so quick because the surgeons are just blasting you and they've already cut you and you don't even know. Exactly.
Observing other adults during the rides, shows, and other entertainment, I found that even those who didn't seem to be kids at heart were able to find magic around them.
Oh.
Yeeted!
Wow.
You guys enjoying the holidays? Liven it up with some of your favorite shows on Verve. Of the many channels...
Okay, look, exactly. Just blasted monkey. Blasted monkey. Look, he's telling you, blasted monkey. The hypnotized monkey, which is you because you believe you're a monkey. So they're telling you that, look, exactly. They're telling you exactly what you believe. But no, you just think it's a cool logo. Oh, wow.
Verve offers a vast library of anime with Crunchyroll and Hideout.
And who cares if this person is... They're all just blasted. Okay, a person that is blasted obviously will come up with blasted things, right? Of course. And it doesn't mean that they have a, somebody overseeing them all the time and just blasting them and making, actually, just whipping them to do these things. No. It's almost effortless now. It is effortless. You know why? Because the life has been relentlessly beat out of you, right? So now, of course, what would just, Autobot do, right? What does an Autobot do? Automatic behavior. Where does that automatic behavior come from? A program. Right? But no, now you don't question what the program is, right? Because there is no program in your crush brain. There is exactly right here, crunch, roll, right? Crunch and roll. Exactly. Smash and dash. This person is telling you. And look, just look, the moon worship, and it's amazing. And it's so amazing because it's also an eye. What is this? It's so clever. It's so clever. Wow, this person should just make logos for a living. Or I don't know what this is, but wow.
Dive.
And again, going back to the blasted video about Disney. Promising false promise. Promising false promise. And you just blast everything into you. Why? Because it looks so magical. It looks so magical, right? It's fantastical. Fantastical. And what is What is fantasy? It's what you do when you defile your wife and you think you're being honest and just imagining the worst defiled things in your mind, okay? That's magic. That's fantasy. That's amazing. It is so amazing, guys. Wow, I never knew I could do that. Wow, that's so amazing. And so, of course, you're programmed to just be in that realm of thought forever and ever and ever and ever of just imagining your way into the abyss. Because what? The abyss. Exactly. What is the abyss? Wow. You can't even say because, it's just the abyss. No, it's your imagination that you think you have. Wow, it's just an abyss. An abyss. An abyss to what? What is the abyss? You have no clue because your imagination is your source of life, right? That is what that's your allegiance. You're the abyss. Exactly. And so, of course, the abyss is so alluring. And that's why Disney is bashed into everyone. Everyone. Even in the most rural places, they'll have a VHS movie, a Disney movie, you guessed it. Or just a Hollywood movie, because that's what Hollywood is. It's so amazing. And yes, you could probably not even know what Hollywood is or have ever seen a movie in your life, but who gives a damn? Because they bash you in so many other ways. It's amazing. It is truly amazing. But amazing, why? Because it is blasted. And it is so blasted. And it's amazing when you can actually recognize that. Because it's actually liberating. Because you don't no longer have to wait in these bash lines. Not only physical lines, but the bashing, relentless bashing of what you think the mind is and your thoughts and all that. Sitting down and blasting your way into oblivion and batting away thoughts. No. Okay, even all that. What are you talking about? You're talking about the life, okay? The life that you have and did nothing for. The life that you have and did nothing for, okay? The living life that you have inside of you? What is the life? You have no clue. You think that it's just your heart just blasting, and you just pumping air. You think that's life. You actually think that's life because you believe yourself to be from a blast. A blast that, what? You guessed it, came from nothing. A blast that came from nothing, because nothing is something and something is nothing, and you are blasted. Because you also believe that you're here and not here, and you're just blasted because you are light, and light is love, and love is light. Wow, you're blasted, just ping, without even crushing points. You're just being tossed and passed around, relentlessly, savagely defiled, right? Oh, sodomized, because why? Oh, it feels so good. No, it couldn't possibly just be programmed to you. It feel good just like beer and just defiling your gullet with alcohol and all these other things. Wow, it's so amazing. It's just so amazing. You have an anal spot that just blasts you into oblivion, because exactly, you guessed it. You're supposed to be attached. You're supposed to be attached to your feelings always, and just blast forward through your feelings, because that's what feelings are. You're supposed to just blast, and it doesn't matter what feeling it is, because you can do whatever you want, guys. This is the mentality of the world. You can do whatever you want. Just work your ass off, and that really means just blast everyone in your way. Blast and savagely just devastate, okay? Why? Because you can, and you can just do it, and you think you're doing it for your community, but your communities are desolate. Your communities are desolate. Why? Because they are bashed, and they're told that they are community, and that they should form all these groups and organize, guys. You're supposed to just organize and do something. What that something is, nobody knows, because it's what? You guessed it, nothing. Because that's what you are, and that's what you believe. You believe it, and you love it. So of course you love to just relentlessly bash your head against the wall, against the 2x4 that holds the door frame. You just love to relentlessly smash it over and over, so hard, even harder than the previous time. Because what? It's a mistake, and you think you're learning something from it. Wow, it's so amazing. It couldn't possibly be that you're just bashing, always down. No, it couldn't be that. Right? And it couldn't be that you're just fed. What? You guessed it, lies. Promises, empty promises, crushed, right? Empty promises that you believe, because they still give you pieces of, to, still not totally beat the living life out of you, but keep it just enough alive that you will think you see it in others, okay? And those others are constantly defiling you, just relentlessly, without even touching you. But you think being touched is so bad. Oh my God. Oh, but these people don't even need to touch you to just savagely destroy you and take everything from you. But that can only happen when you agree to it. Exactly. You guessed it. You can only be defiled in that way if you accept it. And guess what? You did. Everyone has accepted it. Everyone has accepted it. Why? Because you believe in the world, and you want to be loved by the world, and you want to just savagely crush and do anything you can to be a better person, and you will buy all the wisdom books and listen to all the gurus and just go and bash and just obliterate your mind into thinking whatever you want. Exactly. You just want to think whatever you think, and somehow associate it with all sorts of bashed emotions. Because why? You guessed it. You have no idea. You have no orientation. So therefore, how do you think you can actually navigate through your emotions that some psychologist is going to tell you can do? That's amazing. They're just there to brainwash you. Amazing. Yes, they're there to brainwash you. Why? Because no, they couldn't possibly tell you what the actual root of it all is. No, they will never tell you about the abyss. They will never tell you about the abyss. They'll just obliterate your minds with just long words that were just bashed together. Exactly. And bash from experiments that were done on people, but you don't actually know why experiments were done on people. No, you just think it was for data, for some data about some tests. right? No, it couldn't possibly be that they just figured out how to just relentlessly beat the living life out of you, and how to then do all the programming and build all the institutes and everything needed to just continuously ravage you like you like the whore you are that likes to get ravaged, right? And you just love sex, so that's why it's okay for you to just sell it, and you love it, and there's nothing wrong with it, guys. There's nothing wrong with just ravagely loving to get defiled and ravagely just taking in the friction. But no, it doesn't stop you because you love it, and it's fine, guys. Encourage everyone to be like that, everyone, because if you're not, it's you're the problem, and you just don't tolerate being frictioned to dust. You just don't appreciate just loving yourself so much that you can just forgive. Not, no, you can't forgive what? You can only forgive yourself, right? That's what you tell yourself, and you believe it. But this cube is telling you it's telling you, the cube, the cheese, look, it's so amazing. And there's no overcoming, because you don't know what overcoming is. The world has blasted you into oblivion.
Other channels you can find are Rooster.
Of course. Wow. Okay. Anyway, this is relentless, of course, but it continues because it continues always, and it will. The flesh. That's the purpose of the flesh, right? The flesh reveals and speaks the truth. The flesh speaks the truth in the sense that it's relentlessly there, and it's up to you to know the signs and times. That meaning, what is this? What? Okay, know thyself and rise. Lift yourself up from the flesh and overcome. Lift yourself up from the flesh after you totally just humble yourself to the living God, the Creator, yes. And through the way, the life, and the truth, you may return. Exactly. And so what are you talking about?